Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready? White 25, 43. Stay with your man. Jack, flip it.
The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second down 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Back. Check nickel. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Wait. Keep it up. Check 9. Easy.
Here's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 50. Bang. 5-0. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And, right away, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check three. Go get him.
On second down, it's Jones. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Get him. Check safety. 5 on the 50. 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 Hey, let's get him for Berkeley.
On 3rd down, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second down, here's an option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Turn the engine. Stay in situation, let's go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
A gain of 13 yards. And
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Murray, now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And shutting him off, now open field. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Barber on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I got you. Easy.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Green, triple C.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston airing this one out for Evans. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Ready. Black, 25 behind. White.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I'm coming. Check.
Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Come on now. Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the twist, watch the twist. There we go, Mike. Mike 20. Yeah. You don't want none.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
On 1st down, they're going option left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On 2nd and 15 now. Murray, now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. White.
Green, triple play.
Here's Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
So we got man. Check 13. Check 13.
Flip it.
Check.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Come on here. Come get some.
Here's Murray. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Black 25. White.
Again, it's Jones. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? This is Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
On
1st and 10, here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Butler. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 43.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll go again to Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready? Black 22 tight.
Man left, man left. Hey, we got something.
Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And we check on the game going on over in New Orleans. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go. 50 pass. Let's go. 54.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, check 24. Watch 23.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
And the Cardinals first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. The quick slant caught. 11 yards there, first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike.
Here we go, even.
Hey, alert three.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check, 43. Here we go, G.
Sunday. Let's go now.
Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Barber. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Go! Let's go!
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 58, right there.
Let's go, let's convert.
Show it up.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Right here. Safe.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple T.
Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Winston to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on, boom. What we got? And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh. Shoot.
Now Winston on 4th down. Eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So